Morning everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. First of all, I'd like to apologise about yesterday. I had really a lot of work on and also some collections as well, and I had to get them all done and do catch-up time. So unfortunately, by the time I'd done it all, I looked at the time and I just didn't have enough time to make a video. So again, I really do apologise, but I'm back. So today I thought I'm going to make something slightly more simpler instead of a lot of things in the wreath. Now, first of all, I've got this little breadboard, and I got a little grapevine wreath which was only tiny. It was only like this, as you can see, well, with this eucalyptus on. I've put the eucalyptus on because that is the foliage that I'm adding into it, and I attached a bow on the handle of it at the top and pierced an hole at the bottom. It had already got an hole at the top, and attached it with wire through my grapevine. Then I decided to do a small bow. This has got a bit of feathery touch fraying at the side in the gold. I couldn't dovetail this because it was fraying, so I had to cut it at an angle, but the rest I've dovetailed. The brown at the back is a 5-inch loop. The white is a 4.5. The white and gold swirl is a 4, and the gold at the front is 3 inch. That's inches, sorry. And then I've attached that and through the back of the wire with floral wire as well. So before we start, and it is a 14-inch wreath as well, so before we start I'm going to go through what we've got. There's not much, guys. You're going to think something's wrong with me, but I've got these little wildflowers. They look like poppies, wild poppies, but I've had a look, and it doesn't really come up with what they are. It just says wildflowers. So I'm going to use some of those in our arrangement. Now I've got out my eucalyptus, my silver dollar. There's the odd one with seeds in, but the rest is just plain, which that is going to be mainly our base foliage. And I've also got the eucalyptus cinerea out as well. So that's all the foliage we are using. Again, I usually tend to like to use 3, but on this occasion I'm going to make it quite simple. I've also got some little flowers, well, they look like heather with their own little bit of foliage, and I'm just going to dot a bit of that around as well. Now I have bought these, well, I've only done 1 pack, but I have brought these, and these are just clip-ons. On some of them I may attach a pick, and some I may just clip on, but they are like little, oh, aren't they lovely? A bit of glitter on them, pure white, and I thought I could just put one in the centre of the tiny little grapevine wreath and dot those around as well. I've got out 12. I don't know how many I'm going to use, but that is it. Nothing else, guys. So I just thought, let me do something simpler today instead of something really, really big all the time. So let's get cracking. Oh, I really missed doing the video yesterday. I hope you're all alright and you're all not too cold. I mean, I'm freezing, hence I've got the heater on again in the background. It is really, really chilly. It's not raining today, but it is cold. Right, what I want to do, first of all, let me get that one flower. And all I'm going to do is attach it to one of our eucalyptus leaves. And that is just going to sit in the centre like that. Isn't that adorable? We're going to do it, our arrangement on this side today instead of this side. I always tend to do it on, as you're looking at it, on the left. But as I'm looking at it, it's on the right. So today I'm switching sides. So again, I want quite a bit of eucalyptus in. So let's put it all in. So I'm following the pattern of the grapevine. Some have got shorter lengths than others, because some, again, like I say, I tend to put my oddments in as well as cut some down also. And I'm going to bring some around the front of it also, but let's get the side of it done first. I shall fluff the bow up before we finish and get it all sorted. You just make sure I get in one of the holes, or shall I say the pattern of the grapevine. I always call them the holes. So if you'd think that you don't want anything, the reason I'm doing this is some people don't want a really busy wreath. They just want something quite simple. And that's what I'm going to try and do for you guys. I did have a lady who requested a grave saddle. I have got them on order. I have had them on order for about a week. So it was really weird that the lady asked me if I could do one. But honestly guys, I can't believe the delivery time. They've said it can be anything up to 18th of January. Oh, and I just can't believe that. So I've just got to basically sit back. Oh, I've dropped some glue. Sit back and just wait to see, or for that knock on my door that they've arrived. So, and if you're not familiar with the grave saddle, it's basically what you place on top of your gravestone. And it sits, you've got your square gravestone, and it's got like the ones I've ordered. I've got 4 metal legs, I think, with a bit of rubber at the bottom, and you sit it on the top, and then you bend the legs inwards to, you know, basically fit snug onto the gravestone and your arrangements on top. So I'm waiting for those to arrive. Just, again, I'll turn it around, everybody. I just want to get my, as I say, my left side is my most awkward side. And I don't want to go now any further than that. That's as far as I'm going. I don't want to go where this is. I want that to stay as it is. I may put the odd little white flower, the tip of them, incorporated into in around it, but nothing else is going in it. So let me just get that little bit of glue I've spotted. Right, now we're going to come on the inside. I am going to put the eucalyptus cinerea, the most common one, or the baby cinerea, some people call it, or the baby eucalyptus, should I say. That will also go in on the outer side as well. I can't believe how cold it is. I had my wood burner on last night, and it was so toasty and warm, cozy in the living room. It was really, really nice. You just didn't want to move or open the door. And again, with this being so you know, hardly anything in it, it will make it more, you know, quite easy, especially for the people who are just starting, learning to do things like this. It will help you along also with that, because there's not a lot to it. And I've cut in the stems on the inside to about 2.5 inch. Let's move the ribbon. And I'm just slightly bending. See, glue string. I've got using one of the wreaths that I like to use. They're quite easy to put things in. I'm still trying to find some nice wreaths that are thicker in the actual the thickness of the twigs or the wood, or whatever you call it. Just to see. I mean, like I say, the others that I had, oh my good gracious me, guys, they were terrible. They were so tight I couldn't get anything in. But I didn't let it defeat me. And the last one, so, there. So as you can see, there's quite nice Eucalyptus, the silver dollar, my favourite. Just fluff the bow. I may cut the tail ends at the top slightly shorter. I think I will. Let me get my scissors before we carry on. I'm going to cut this. Again, the one with the fraying, I have to do it just at a diagonal angle because it frays otherwise. Here's the other. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to just add a bit more, come in a little bit more with the eucalyptus, the silver dollar. It's just mainly, there'll be just a lot of greenery. Plumping it up, so to speak. I could tell it's that time of year, guys. Everybody's rushing to get a Christmas wreath. Bless them. Get that bit of glue because it's leaving glue strings. And once you've got a glue string that follows you, it catches on everything else. But we can get that sorted. Let's see. I know I need another one there and one there because it's got a space. Lift up our boat. See, I've got a nice one there. I may bring that there to. Yeah, let's get that one in while I spotted it. Don't know if you see, I've probably not got it turned around for you. And then just bend it. I've got another nice one as well. Let's see, where did I say that? But well, I've got two, so one could go there, at the side of the bow, and one can go where the tail ends are. Oops, a daisy. Take that little bit off. here, I think. I think there's some needed at the bottom. So if I put this longer stemmed one around the bottom as well. Trying to get it in the correct place. I think it's around there. We'll have a look. So now I'm left with I've got another one. Could do with one here. So let's get that in. So at the moment I'm not going to put no more in just as of yet. I want to start and add in our eucalyptus snare. Oops. So let's get some, oh my gosh. Right, I just want to do this one with single stems as well, just to add a different texture of eucalyptus or different contrast instead of the wider leaves. And again, it's just going to be our eucalyptus. That's very strange of me not to put more things. I'm not even using, I've just thought, I'm not even using my favourite, the conifer. Oh my goodness. That's not like me. Oops. Let me sort that one out. It's not sitting straight. In fact, let me get that odd one that I had. That needs to go there. Fill that gap. And I'm putting these on the outside as well as the inner side. And these eucalyptus are push-ups, so you can, you know, push them up and down to how you'd like them to sit. Because sometimes you get them where the leaves are right at the top, all of them. So we can move them around. It's not a problem. Oh, I don't want my easel to slightly longer. Yeah, I don't want my easel to fall off the table or worktop. I keep calling it a table. I don't know why. I'll bring one in slightly shorter. anything, I'll alter the bow and fluff it back up. It's just that I keep flattening it when I'm moving it out my way. The longer one. Let's get that one on the outer side. Under here. Oh, today guys, I've got 2 jumpers on. That's how cold it is. Moment. Oh no, it's part of the stem. I thought something was sticking out there, guys. Thought I placed it in wrong. Just fluff my bow so I can see where I need to place. Right, I need the brown on the bottom. Where's the other brown? I'm going to see 3 and 2. Let me just get rid of that glue string. Right. 1, 2, 3. I've lost. Oh, it's at the back. Place that one at the top. And on the side. And white, 1, 2, 4. Can't get my fingers in it. And then all the little gold ones in the centre. Do you find that when you're doing your bows, you're forever fluffing them up until you're happy with what you've done, how they're fluffed up? I do. I keep going and going until I'm really happy with it. So that's that. I want one there, a smaller one. probably around here somewhere. Just spot it. There. That just isn't sitting right. So let me get another one so I can help it up. So then that means I'm going to put one more of these in, push it up so it's smaller, and then that should be it with our greenery. I'll place that there. One moment, I'll say that and then I've spotted another one what could be something placed in it. So there's a lot of greenery, but just two types, or the same type should I say, but just two different ones of the same greenery. Where did I say this is going? Oh, I forgot now. Let's put one there. There. I think just one more there. And then that definitely will be it. Let's look for a single one. There we are. Here. See. There we go. So that's your greenery done. Wasn't that quick? Just a little bit of greenery. Don't know why that stem's so long. Let's just cut it off. So again, that's all we're having. So we'll put those out of the way. So I've got out 3 bunches. I'm not really going to need 3 bunches. I think, how many did you get on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 7 on a bunch, 7 stems. I don't think I'm going to need all of those. So, but I'll cut these 7 off. Oh, I've got a spare one there, so that can go in the centre. I may need just a few more than 7, but I don't need 21. And I'm not going to cut these. These are not push-ups either. So I'm going to just manipulate these just into its own shape so it looks, you know, more natural. And what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to just dot them around, as you can see. Place, just to add that little bit of white. It's a bit like a farmhousey wreath with the breadboard. That's what's just popped in my mind. And then obviously I'm going to bring some down here, so that's how I'm going to be placing them. So let's get these in now. Where's that? Let's get the spear one done first, the little one. So I'm going to chop this into 3. Do I need to cut it smaller? So we're going to place this in the little grapevine, because it is exactly the same make of what this one is, but it is just really exceptionally tiny. Let's see, just by adding a little bit of white as well as the flower. You don't need to, you know, make it look too much with it being so tiny. It's so cute. Put one there on its own, and then I'll place one here, going a bit more towards the centre to balance it out. So let me just turn it around, everybody, and place that. So that's just got 3 little pieces on there. So I'm just going to just slightly manipulate these. One's done, that one's done. I'm sure there's one that I haven't done. No, maybe not. No? Right, so let's get these in also. Just bend that down a bit. We don't want it touching this one. One under here. Because I know I do a lot of big wreaths, and I just thought to myself, excuse me, I thought to myself, I'll do smaller, you know, something what's not got too much in for people who, especially who are starting out, who've never done it before, or, you know, people who are just learning themselves and just want a little bit of help on how to do something basic, instead of, you know, doing it for really big and confusing people. I want to take in, you know, everybody, you know, everybody's situation and how, you know, stages of how they are in this sort of arrangement. You know, it's all right doing really busy for people, quite a lot of things in the wreath, but I've got to take into consideration people who've never done it before. Just something simple but beautiful at the same time, you know, and effective. Let's get something there. And again, these have got their own little foliage on as well. So I may need the other bunch. So let's just get that ready. I find it when you do that, that's easier to cut them. Well, not always, but just by going round, holding the main stem, going round like that, and snip, snip, snip. It's just something that I started doing myself, and I personally found it, you know, sometimes much easier. Let's get in here. Put that down there. I don't want to make it too busy with these. I'm going to have one coming out the side of the bow, so let me just turn it around, everybody, so I can make sure I position. There. Yeah, I'm going to need the other bunch. I want one at the back there, so I'll put a bigger one. So it's basically how I said, I hold the main stem, and then I just used to stand there and twist it like that, and that'd be that. It was just something I just started doing. Let me get one at the top, because I do want one up here. Just manipulate them again, just bend the middle wire stem, the centre stem. Oh gosh. Sorry, I'm so sorry guys, it's just so awkward for me. Can I see where that's going? So I do want some obviously at the back as well. The ones with the longest stems. If I put one up there, then it'll be easier then for me to manoeuvre things around at the front. Oops. Oh, it's stuck to me. Well, it was. I mean, you don't have to put this heather in. You could, you know, you could put Veronica. You could. I mean, I love Veronica. That was another one of my favourites when I did fresh flowers. Veronica, I adored it. And a limonium as well. You could put that in. That's a good one as well. That was another good, like, filler foliage in fresh flowers. Or status, anything. Get one in the centre. If I need one there at the side. Is in this area. And I've got 2 left, so let's see where I can place those. Right, there's that one, so I could do, oops, a daisy. Don't want to go any further with that one. Bring one there, and one up there. So I'll place these in and then I'll turn it around. I'm just going that a little bit. Gosh, I am shrinking. I say this all the time, guys, but I feel like I'm really shrinking. Especially when you've got, you know, my boys are over 6 foot in height. They make you feel like you're definitely shrinking. So there's all your greenery and your small little pieces of heather placed in, just dotted about, in no particular order like I tend to, you know, like the triangular movement and things like that. They're not in any particular movement like that. It's just dotted around where I feel there's a space and they're needed. So I've kept one bunch long, but the rest I have chopped down because I don't feel that I'm going to need. I was going to place one in, but they're two quite close together, so I decided to chop some of them down. So what I want to do with these, you know what they remind me of? Cotton. I mean, they haven't got the pod around them, but with the fluffiness, they remind me of cotton. What you grow in the fields. I can't find anywhere what's going to hold it in. I mean, some will be coming out longer than others. I'm just placing, I mean, some like this, but I need to be going with the longer. I've kept some longer stem. But if you can see what I'm trying to get at, guys, and then bring some in smaller. Do the same up around here as well. You can just see what they look like. Which is the longest stem. So I want that one around there. Oops, it will come out longer. The shorter stem, I'll just drop one. And there, that one. Maybe up there. Where's that one? Need some there, so I'll cut some down. I don't want the leaves on them, so I'm going to need at least a longer stem on this side. Oh my good gracious me, they're all falling out. Stay there. But if you can see what I mean, I'm trying to turn it around slowly, like that. And then again, I've got these clip-on ones. If I want some of these bringing inside, then I'll bring a couple in. I may place one in the centre of that bow. Oops a daisy. And I may bring some out there. We'll see. I want to just see how these are glued on. Oh, now you just pull them off. And then you've got room for a stem. Let me put one on. Oh my goodness. I was a bit weary of if they'd have an old to put a pick in. Look at that. I now have a flower. I've got these in blue and red as well. I think it's blue and red. Maybe. Right, so let's get this one in first. I'm saving that clip again because you can use it to hold your ribbon together. So I think we need one right on the end, if I'm being really honest, because we don't want that to stay bare. So we can bring that. It reminds me slightly of cotton, even though I know it's not. Just put those there. I hope you can see. I keep feeling like I'm moving. Oh, one moment, I can hear somebody knocking on my door. There's a note saying, please knock on my shed. One moment. Oh, I hate this. Oh my goodness. Oh my good gracious me. Sorry about that, guys. It was a little old lady, bless her, and I love her to bits, a neighbour over at Road, Mrs. Hill. She's in her 80s. I don't know if my glasses have gone dark, because when I go outside they react to the light. Some people have thought before that I'm blind and wanted to help me across the road. But she's just ordered 2 wreaths. So she orders them every year, but I've been waiting for her to come because she has her own preference on what she wants in it. So I've just had to order 2 for her. Right, let's carry on. And it is perishing outside. I was dithering down to the bone. Oh my good gracious me. Right, let's carry on and place these in. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Mrs. Hill stood there wrapped up warm in a lovely thick coat. She says, I think I better let you go because you look like you're dithering. And I said, oh yes, just a bit. I don't like cold weather. My body doesn't like cold weather. Because I tend to hibernate when it's cold. So, oh. Right, let's place one under here. Up there. There's one further out. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, I tell you guys, I don't know how people can live in, I suppose they're used to it. When I watch programs like, you know, how people live in Alaska and things like that. Oh, guys, you are brave. You are really brave people. I couldn't do it at all. I would be staying in my cabin and I just wouldn't move. Just even if it drops about 5 degrees, that's it, I'm hibernating. People who know me as well, they know I'm like that. I'm just putting these flowers, these wildflowers, some around the outer side where they're needed, and then I'm going to bring the others around slightly inside. Oh my goodness. Right, that's those on the outside. Oh. Is anybody else as as nesh as me. Don't like the cold. Oh. I said to my husband, it's a good job we've got a wood burner. I don't know what I'd not do with it, what I'd do if we didn't. Because I don't know about anywhere else, you know, any other countries, but here, if you put your central heating on, the most expensive time, because there's this gentleman I was watching, Martin Lewis. If you live over here, you would have probably heard of him. Oh my goodness, I'm putting this flour in. Oh well, we'll put it in. We'll put some more in. And he said the worst time to have your central heating on is between 4 o'clock in the afternoon and 7 o'clock in the evening. That's the most expensive time that you get charged. And that's when the weather drops. It gets at its coldest. So you're at a no-win situation. So let's get one. Yeah, here. Oh my goodness. Right, that is with our wild flowers in around. As you can see, I've accidentally popped in one of those. So I'm going to place in these. And I'm going to put these on picks. So all I'm doing with these is just pulling them out because they are on a little piece there that's sticking into the hole underneath. So they're not glued in. So I can get some wire picks and put them in. I'm not putting a lot of glue on because you don't need it. And any glue that's just seeping out, I'll just remove it. So, right. Let me do my just get my soft brush to get any glue strings right at the bottom especially. I do this the following day as well. Again, you can use a hairdryer. I've got quite a few there. But I just, as I'm going along, I just like to, oh, I've spotted one there. I can't make out, won't mind if that is one or not. Is it? No, it's a piece of... Oh, haven't I put that one in? I can place that one up there then. Silly me. Right. Let me turn it around, guys. I just can't see that far up. Let me take it out or reposition it. And again, I will fluff the bow up. So where do I want these? So that's one there. If I position that through there, this one there. I think I definitely need one here. Let's get another one. So then that'll make 5 with the one in the little mini grapevine wreath. And that little mini grapevine wreath was only 4 inches. Isn't that tiny? So 1, 2, 3, that one there. One on the end here. I could just position it. I've got glue all on my fingers. I think out the way there. Right, that's where I'm just going to place them around that area. There, there, there. I had another one. There. So 1, 2, 3. I had another one. Can I see? Am I going? Oh, there. Oh gosh, I thought I was going daft then. Oh my good gracious me. So, let's get that wood off. So right, where are we? We'll place that one in. Keep that there. Let's get the one at the top in. These are really pretty. So I want this one. There. I wonder if I move it this side, I'll get a better view. I say that, and then I struggle. I wish I was ambidextrous where I could do it with both hands. I did say here. So one, and one at the side of the bow. Slightly bend the head on it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so let me now turn it around again. Sorry guys. Make sure that it's positioned where I'd like it. I'll fluff up now my bow. And if you feel that you want to add a little bit more in, you know, some bit more floral, don't be afraid to add more in. I'm just doing it quite basic and not adding too much in. Again, some people say less is more, which sometimes I'm a believer that it can, you know, it can be, depending on what style you're after. And also some people like a simple, nice, elegant, simple look and not too much going on. They're not all as, I wouldn't say daring, that's the wrong word. They're not all as, what's the word, guys? Well, I just guess liking big, enormous wreaths, because I haven't done this one as a big wreath. I've kept it relatively small, but just two colours basically. I've added the bit of goldy brown ribbon in, and that's just to set it off a little bit and give it a bit something different added in. I think there's one piece needs going there. So again, have a look when you've finished, and if you still think something's missing, just to add it in, like I'm going to do with this piece. So I just think that there's a little gap here behind this white flower. And I don't like gaps, if you know me by now, guys. Let's see, is it in very good? Oops. Now let me take it out. Just replace that. That's better. Like that blue. Yeah, much better. And then just stand back, because I didn't want too much floral. I would, again, like I say, I wanted to do it quite with hardly anything in, for people who are just starting out, or people who just like something simple. And so that's all I've done. I'm not going to add any more in. I think that's plenty, you know, again, for what we need and for the design that I've made. And it's just, it hasn't come out really far. I haven't made it come out far. I've kept it quite relatively small. Usually my wreaths could end up about 32 to 36 inches wide. This was a 14-inch wreath, and this has ended up, by measure, as a 20-inch. So I've not really come out much, 6 inches, and that is it. So I hope you enjoyed that. You know, something still nice, something still beautiful. Also something just not as much elements as you would perhaps, or I should say I would perhaps incorporate into a wreath. Again, I just also wanted to show you that you could do things without as much elements, and that I can also make the wreaths, you know, smaller, because not everybody wants the big wreaths. So that's just a smaller wreath to put on your door for Christmas, or even if you just want it as a all year rounder inside, because it's not got really much Christmas things on. There's only a little bit of glitter on these flowers, but you could use those flowers all year round. It doesn't mean to say because it's got glitter on it represents Christmas. So, and then you've got these, and which I think, they say wildflower, but I think they're poppies. So, but with them being white, they just remind me a bit of cotton. So again, without the pods holding them in. So I just thought, just add a bit of floral, and then just, there's no Christmassy ribbon. It's just got a swirly pattern on the, in gold on this one, but the rest, they're all plain. So again, it could be an all year round. You could have it on your door all year round, or you could have it in your house all year round. It's entirely, your own, to your own preference. And again, I wanted it to make it smaller and still beautiful at the same time. So again, I hope you enjoyed that, and I do apologise again about yesterday. I was just so busy, and I've got another 3 wreaths to do, so before the end of the today. So oh yeah, I'll crack it, and then so I'll be back again tomorrow. So if you've got anything like this, and again a little 4-inch grapevine wreath on a little breadboard, or just a piece of wood, make some holes in the wood, attach it to your grapevine wreath with the 4-inch little grapevine, and just put some, like I did, some eucalyptus around it just for the actual foliage, and then just a few little tiny elements and 1 flower in the centre. That's all you need. And I didn't want to incorporate anything from here like these, or the poppies, or anything else, or the other foliage. I haven't put the silver dollar in here. It's just the eucalyptus cinerea, the most common one that I've used, and I've gone round and bent it as I've gone round to fill and create the circle. That's all I've done, and stuck the wreath on. I haven't wired it. I just glued underside the wreath and stuck it onto the board. So, and that's all I've done. So again, I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a go, guys, whether it be in this colour, another colour, whatever colour takes your fancy, and see how simple it is. Just to put your foliage in and a couple of flowers, and then you create something so pretty. So again, please subscribe, share to your friends and family, and give us a like and a thumbs up, and press that bell if you want notifications every time I do a video, and give us a little comment as well. So thanks again, guys, for all your wonderful support and your understanding for yesterday, and I really do appreciate it. You're so very generous and kind, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So God bless, and take care, everybody, and stay safe in this cold weather. Bye bye.